Kirby, what's up, man? Lewis, what's up? Foodie, what's up? Harmonic, what's up, man? Very nice, T. Scott. Very nice, man. Killian, what's going on, man? Yes, this is in queue. So is the market going to pull back up now since it just passed the lower low? We'll see. It's a lot of liquidity underneath us. We'll see. Been a terrible terrible trading week for you because of the PA. Take the day off, man. Take the day off. I did not trade Asia last night, no. Appreciate the heartbeat, man. Appreciate that. Think it'll go up, right? Not necessarily, man. Could continue to sell off. We'll see, though. Absorption is just orders getting executed. Appreciate that, Ashley. Appreciate that piece. Yeah, I saw it, T. Scott. I was tempted to get involved, but I had such a good day yesterday. I was like, you know what? Not even gonna risk uh, going to bed on an L. I had a great day yesterday, so didn't want to do anything to mess that up. Not selling a course now. First day of the NHL draft, guys. What's gonna happen there? You stop using VWAP? No. I have two different charts that I have pulled up at all times, man. This is the one you guys are looking at. I have VWAP on the other one. VWAP. I'll turn it on for you guys. I always use VWAP. It's always constantly on the book map too. Lewis, I think I just sent you a DM. Was that you I just sent a DM to? Yeah. To answer your first question, yes. What my suggestion is that you have a dedicated session where you are using to simply study bookmap and you're not looking for trades. you can still have your New York AM session where you're looking for you're actively looking to take your trades, but then you need to have like New York PM or London or Asia or something where you're not looking for a trade. You're just sitting here studying Bookmap, or certain days, maybe on Mondays and Fridays, you're not actually looking for a trade. You're just studying the New York AM session and the way that it looks on Bookmap. I think that's a good idea too. And I'm not sure about. I've never used Quant Tower before, so I don't know how it is. I don't know anything about it really. I've heard a lot of people say good things about it, but I have never used it personally. So, Mac, what's up, man? Hockey's a low-key underrated sport to watch. Yeah, dude, I love hockey. By far the most entertaining sport to watch, in my opinion. How much in payouts have you pulled this year? You got the IRS over here. Yeah, I think Lewis. I think Bookmap's about to do some sales for 4th of July, so I'd hold off a little bit. Songman, what's up, dude? I don't know that I would. That's totally up to you, Mac. I can give you some advice and tell you to trade it, and then price action is terrible, or I can tell you not to trade it, and then price action just be, beautiful, perfect. So I don't want to give you advice one way or the other. The safe bet is to just wait until next week. I mean, we've had some radical moves the past couple days. You know, could be wise just to trade an eval today and wait until next week to trade the funded, but don't overthink it. Favorite sports team? Carolina Hurricanes, man. Since I was a wee lad, it's been my team. No need for the IRS when prop firms tell the IRS your income. They do. Yes, they do. I'm not sure why that would mean no need for the IRS. Blackhawks? I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it sounds like based on just simply from you even asking the question, Mac, I would say probably a good idea to wait. Yeah, I would just wait until next week. I'm trading with Lucid. I'm trading with My Funded Futures. I'm trading with Take Profit Trader. Trading with Tradeify. And what else? Mostly today, I'm going to be trading my Lucid, my Tradeify, or excuse me, my Lucid, my Funded Futures, and my TPT accounts. If I do take a trade. Interesting existence during hockey season. He's already gone. Lewis, I usually ban those guys pretty quick. Who even pays taxes anymore? I thought we got over that. I wish, man. Dump to Asia. Cowboys fan and a Blackhawks fan. That's a terrible combination. You're a glutton for punishment. Orders heavy down at 250. Anybody in this short right now? Impulse, what's up, man? The crash is imminent. I did open some puts today with Apple. Or excuse me, no, I bought calls today with Apple. I think it's bouncing off that monthly. It's going to at least retrace some. It's a 0-day position, so we'll see. Okay, Everett, okay. I like it. Expecting, this is Apple right here. I'm expecting a bounce. Expecting a bounce. We'll see if it happens. Easy Money, what's up, man? Chart looks a little too bearish, like it's going to trick me on purpose and then fly up. Don't let it trick you, man. Don't let it do it. Waiting on the bounce from SpaceX. I ate on that short. I think it still goes lower, potentially. It's trading, pre-market's trading down. Have not tried the options prop firm yet. I'm in the middle of my second options position ever, man. Definitely not ready to get too crazy with it. So I'm still learning the ropes. I'm still taking it easy. Yeah, I think it'll sweep that. I think it's going to sweep this wick down here. See that? I had this charted out. There's a screenshot of it in the Discord. Called it up here. Tapped perfectly into that new week opening gap. Rejected cleanly. Got this alert set down here for it. WKR. I'm using Webull and Fidelity. It's been a little shaky this week. Yesterday was good. Yeah, it's been a little shaky. Is he holding a short position, Ashley, or is he waiting for the bounce? Been studying ICT from PB Trades for a month now. Any tips? Keep doing what you're doing. Check out T Trades on YouTube. I think he's a good source. People tell me ICT doesn't work. You have to do what makes sense to you, man. I think you can find success with virtually any trading philosophy or strategy. It's a question of whether you can master the psychology. The people who have not found success with ICT and all of a sudden they shift over to a different strategy and they claim that they have found success, I don't believe that the strategy was the problem. I think that their psychology was the problem. And it could be that ICT concepts caused them to overanalyze things and think too much, and it created a psychological issue. I don't necessarily believe that ICT doesn't work. I've had success with it. I know some people who make a tremendous amount of money trading ICT concepts. I also know people who make a tremendous amount of money trading supply and demand and order flow and other things like that. So I'm a believer that you can find success with a lot of different strategies. It's a question of whether you can master your psychology. Yeah. People ask me why I'm breathing so heavy sometimes. It's probably because I'm trying to chill out. What strategy do you use? I use order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT concepts. You trade with live account or props? I trade both. I have a live account with Trade8, and I do trade prop firms as well. I've never used FTMO. When I first discovered prop firms, I was under the impression that FTMO was a Forex firm. I didn't know that they were a futures firm. I think recently I discovered that they're a futures firm, but I just never have tried them out. I think we could continue to dump here. It seems like that's what the market wants to do, but I could be wrong. Could get a bounce, could get a retrace back up into this area up in here. I like Lucid. I trade with Lucid. Same with TJR. Only thing was this week he tells you to execute on 1 minute, and then next week you never look at the 1 minute anymore, and then realize afterwards you had someone with him to see how it was. I can honestly say I've never watched TJR trade. I think he's a funny dude. I do watch his videos on TikTok when they pop up, but I've never once watched him trade. I did watch some of his boot camp series. I thought for a beginner, especially for the younger crowd, that's probably not a bad series to watch. I think if you're an older person, the antics and the bombastic behavior gets a little bit much. It's kind of annoying. He uses ICT. Yeah, I thought so. Why is the orb so massive today? How many points is that? Oh, yeah. Getting a strong dump here. Asia might be the target. Plus 800, very nice. Eval pass, very nice. Yard Manny, it's hard to tell. We don't have scheduled news until 10, I don't believe. UAE phone alerts of potential missile threats. That's what that is. Scheduled news is University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation revisions, I believe. Yeah, at 10 we got University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations revisions. I don't use Trade8 to chart. The blue line is the VWAP. Mac. VWAP, volume weighted average price. ES took that London low and turned right around. Verse of the day. Verse of the day is Leviticus 19:18. Do not seek revenge or bear grudge against one of your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. It's a good verse. Is futures better than Forex? I think it is. I started on Forex. If so, why? I think it's more predictable, for me at least. If you just focus on NQ or ES rather than all the different pairs that there are to focus on, different things, I feel like it's easier to find consistency with futures. That's a good point, T. Scott. Apple better not dump. I need an apple to pump. Come on. And what's up, man? We're doing well over here. We're doing well. Waiting to see what this market wants to give us on this Friday. I got 6 minutes till the open. 5 minutes and 15 seconds, actually. Appreciate those follows. Appreciate that. Gabriel, everybody else that's following. Appreciate all that. Yemaine, appreciate that. Taquavius, what's up, man? If this continues to push, the next area would be this London high that would be interesting to target. But right now, I'm not trusting this push up. Could be wrong. I think it could continue to dump a little bit. We'll see. ES has been hesitant to push down all morning, I feel like. So that's the only reason I think we could potentially continue this uptrend that we have now that we swept this London low. What are the odds that I'd take a trade today? I mean, I think I'm taking a trade every day this week, so I'd say they're pretty good. You still got that put on SpaceX? No, I closed it. I covered it. Made some decent money on it. What's your win rate? I think it's 67% at the moment. Not really an important statistic, to be completely honest. More important statistic is profit factor, meaning how big are your wins versus your losses. You could have a 99% win rate, but if the one, you take 100 trades, you win 99 of them, but the one that you lose is far greater than any of your wins. It far outweighs any win that you had. It's actually bigger than all the other wins combined. Technically, you got a 99% win rate, but your profit factor is in the toilet. You stop working out, or did you become smaller? Or is it just the polo? I had some health stuff going on, man. I lost a bunch of weight in like a very quick period of time. And now I'm in the process of putting it back on. Appreciate that, Adam. Appreciate that, man. Welcome, 47. Glad to have you. Orb time. We got a minute and a half till market open. Everybody, it's Friday. Fridays can be crazy. They can be unpredictable. Stay patient. Don't over leverage. Don't oversize. Stay within yourself. Trade your structure, your system. Follow your rules. Should I trade 2 micros or 5 for my fund and only have 5.15 of profit? That's totally up to you, man. That's totally up to you. I would say it's Friday, and you should size accordingly, knowing that Fridays can be unpredictable. Apple's dumping. It's right where it was. It's 25 cents, 35 cents lower. It'll be all right. Could dump. Could be a terrible position that I took, but we'll see. Trade order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT. They were just saying UAE had missile alerts sent to text messages or something. All right, 15 seconds, guys. Let's lock in. Let's see what we can do today. Try to take a decent trade. Heavy liquidity to the upside here. Took that order that was piled up there at 65 and pushed a little bit. Mac, you might be right. Yeah, look for the trend, Isaiah. I use Bookmap, which is this tool right here. It's a level 2 data software. It shows you where orders are stacked up in the market. It shows you the institutions are having where the institutions have their orders stacked, where their orders are being executed in terms of the volume. So obviously we're executing where price is, but it's showing you the volume of the executions at those levels. The biggest help is seeing where the orders are stacked up in the market, because you can have an idea where the draws on liquidity are. Like you could say, hey, the draws Asia low, or the draws London high, or maybe even this swing high or something like that. But you can see it. You can actually visualize the orders with Bookmap. I think combining this with ICT is a killer strategy, man. There's a guy named PJ Trades. If you haven't checked him out, he combines ICT. He's very heavy ICT, and then he has another guy that is in his streams that reads the order flow, and they combine the two strategies. very effective. It's not free. No, you can find people streaming it for free. Like I'm streaming it right now on YT on the other platform. There's other people on YT that also stream it 24/7 basically. I mean, when the market's open, it's on the streams. I don't know how delayed it is or what it looks like, but if you're going to pay for it yourself to have, it's a little over $100 a month. It is CME data. Yeah, it's Bookmap CME data. So it comes from Bookmap, and Bookmap gets it from CME. This is minis, yep. You look doctor? I look like a doctor? Thank you. See if this 200 level gets swept here. Yeah. Oh, the guy doctor. I've seen him. You only saying that because you think all redheads look alike. You're a hairist. 920 locking myself out. Hey, there you go, T Scott. Zach, what's up, man? CJ, what's up, bro? Took that 200 level and then just turned right around. "22 Iranian crew members of a tanker seized by the U.S. have been handed over to Iran's consulate in Pakistan." Interesting. I don't think any of that won't have much of an effect. It's news out of Karachi. I don't think that'll do much. Something's got to blow up for there to be. Apple acted like it wanted to pump, and now it's coming back. Miguel, what's up, man? Short off the VWAP, maybe. I would think if we're pushing to that area, though, we probably are going to take that London high, but we'll see. ES has bounced off the VWAP. There you go, whiskey. Small wins add up. Keep that in mind. You don't have to hit these huge home runs of, $1,000, $2,000, or even $500, $600 trades. The $100, $150, $200 trades, those stack up. Lawson, what's up, man? I think I saw you sent me a DM, bro, and I didn't open it yet. Or I didn't read it. I'll answer it after the live. I have had a bunch of stuff going on. I hope you're all right, though. There you go, CJ. Waiting for buy or sell. I'm waiting for the market to pick a direction. It's a good one. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Here, I'll show you the book map. UUPRG. It's just, this is not something I want to get caught in the middle of. You get caught offsides in this, and you're in drawdown quick. I'd rather wait until it picks a direction. Where do you recommend learning to use Bookmap? I would say that the way that you learn Bookmap, you can learn the basic principles. Somebody like me can explain just the basic concepts. You could say it shows you where limit orders are stacked in the market. Price tends to go to those levels that have the higher concentration of limit orders. But in order to start actually utilizing it with your trading strategy, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to study Bookmap in conjunction with TradingView for long periods of time. And when I was telling somebody else this morning, I think it was a guy named Lewis in here earlier, he was asking me the same thing. What you need to do is you need to study it. You need to dedicate certain sessions or certain days where you're just studying Bookmap. You're not looking for a trade, and you do that for a long period of time. And then you slowly start to take paper trades utilizing Bookmap. And once you get comfortable doing that, then that's when you go back to trading it with your evals. Or your funded accounts or whatever. Becca, what's up? It looks like that on your screen, 47. If you were to see the way that I can see it, because I have a big monitor, it's a lot easier to follow. I need Apple to act right here. Appreciate the follow, Becca. Appreciate the follow, 47. Appreciate that. A lot of orders down at 29,160. Not sure if it wants to go there, you would think, but I mean, these bounces are making it tough to read. Very wicky on the 5-minute. I'm trading prop firms today. I'm not trading unless something crazy starts going on where we just get a free fall or something like that. I'll pop over to the personal account, but taking it easy on that today. I have not pre-ordered GTA yet. I have not. I heard that it wasn't coming out on PC for a while. I'm not going to buy it on console. Yeah, you'll see them, and you see the P&L on the screen. You'll see the trades on the screen too. Saw a guy online buy the shares of the company that released the pre-orders and made some bank for GTA 6. It's pretty cool. Still got those orders down where Asia low is, but this is starting to get heavy to the upside here. I don't know. It just could up, down, up, down. You got, since market open, these 5-minute candles have just mirrored each other. Just staying patient here. Not yet. Not yet, Jay. Why am I not entering? I mean, look at the price, man. What are you taking there? 100-point candles in each direction with a split second flip reversals. I mean, look at those 5-minute candles. I'm not taking a trade because there's no clear trade to take. I mean, that 5-minute candle right there has a 74-point wick on it right now. Yeah, way too volatile. Appreciate the gifts. Appreciate that. Look at that 5-minute wick, man. .100 5-minute wick. Just the wick, not even the body. Full port Friday. All right, Impulse, have a good one, man. This is the 5-minute time, or this is the 15 right here. We were on the 5. It's a 5-minute. Yeah, what is this? So many people are getting cooked right now, man. You got University of Michigan consumer sentiment revision and GDP revision at 10. It's orange folder news. You're in the Orb on ES. Uh-oh. I think it plays the HLO, to be completely honest, Everett, but I could be wrong. This is very wiki. Commissioner, it's called ICT Kill Zone and Pivots. It's this one. That's on your end, man. That's not on me. Plenty of sound. Yeah, no problem, man. You waiting till 10? Not necessarily. I mean, that's not like what I'm sitting here as a set plan to wait for, but I'm mostly just waiting for direction, man. Look at the wicks that you see here on this 15-minute time frame. I'm not interested in getting chewed up in this. Yeah, if he has no sound, he can't hear me say that. I love it. This is a true of society somebody has a problem, they assume that it's the other person's problem. Not to get too like philosophical, but if they can't hear, it's not because they can't hear, it's because the other person doesn't have sound. Samaj, you doing all right, man? I feel like I hadn't seen you that much. Set your alerts and you're just laying down, yeah. Smart. This is the boring part of trading, but this is what it requires, man. You got to be patient. You got to wait. You got to be like a lion waiting in the bush. Oh no, what's up, man? Yeah, I'll check it after the stream, CJ. Yeah, just been dealing with family issues, so I haven't been trading. Don't like trading my mind. That's smart, man. I hope things get better. Praying for you guys. Definitely smart to not be trying to trade with that going on. You haven't TP'd 10 million yet? Not yet, man. Not yet. We're closing in on it. I'm going to catch up to the trades by size soon. How much do you have in funded dollars? What do you mean by that? Like how much total allocation do I have? Like combined? 15-minute open, super ugly. Yeah, all these 15, look at the past 3 15-minute candles, man. Yeah, Michael, no problem, man. Someone's definitely thinking PA is so good right now. Yeah. Look at this on Bookmap, man. I mean, you guys are familiar with that. Those of you who've been in here enough are familiar with how Bookmap is usually looking. Look at this. This is why I'm not in a trade. Like, this is unreal. It doesn't usually move like this. Here, I'll give you an example of how it normally moves. Like we normally get these linear moves. You know, you get these little pullbacks here and there, and then the continuation of the trend. Or if we're on an uptrend, you know, we get these moves. You get these, you know, little pullbacks here and there, little pullbacks here and there, but it's pretty much linear. And right now, this is what it looks like. Tim, this is Bookmap. This is level 2 data, institutional order flow. It's a software. So I have a total of 10 fundeds at the moment. Yeah, Chris, it's untradeable at the moment. All I care about at this exact moment is that Apple shoots up. I think if Apple goes up, then most likely NASDAQ will go up, but we need Apple to go up. And it's currently not. If you had a $10 million account, what contract size would you be happy trading with? It would depend on the day, man. It would depend on the day, the conditions. I think that you have to really take those sorts of things into account. And then you get this piss missile to the upside here. touching the VWAP right now. Let's see if we get a rejection here. Yes, this is the 15-minute chart. UK's Prime Minister commits at least $1 billion more for UK defense. I don't think that's what that is reacting to. Be interesting to see if we reject this VWAP. Why Apple? It's Apple's traded on the NASDAQ, so it's one of the companies on the NASDAQ as a part of the NASDAQ. Second week of No Trade Fridays, cortisol levels so low, might get mad on purpose. Hey, Fridays can really screw you. You have such a good week, and then you go into Friday overly confident and get whacked. I've also had Fridays be some of my best days ever. My worst days and best days have been Fridays. It's a huge, Apple's a huge company, man, and they're part of NASDAQ. Yeah, I'm feeling you for the orb, Everett. Feeling you on that, man. There's the alert. Gold's printing. I took gold off of my watch list here. I think Fridays are historically the worst day for traders due to decision fatigue. For whatever the reason is, whatever the reason is, there's no question that the statistics show that the majority, that the worst day for blown accounts with prop firms is Friday. Caught a trade off the age low. Nice, man. You can't let that adrenaline pump, man. If you take the trade, you just got to accept the outcome. It's almost like whenever I play blackjack or I play poker, whatever money that I sit down with, let's say I buy in with $1,000, I already in my mind have come to I've come to peace with the fact that money's already gone. If I end up making money or keeping the money, that's a bonus. But it's one of those things that you can play way more freely, trade way more freely if you just, in your mind, you're already assuming if you're willing to take the trade or you're willing to sit down at the table to play, that money's gone. That might not make sense to some people, but I can tell you it's helpful. London High is looking like the target here. They're edging it. Watch it just shoot down, not take London and just shoot way down. Just all the way to Asia. Apple's not moving like I would expect with this pump. Harmonic, your message got restricted for some reason. Let's see if I can show it. Well, let me show it. It's restricted for some reason. Who is the best futures broker, not prop firm? I think you can trade with Tradeovate, and they have pretty good fees. Their fee structure is pretty decent. AMP is a good brokerage. Clear Edge is a good one. What's up, man? How we doing? This is acting like it doesn't want London now. It's gonna go. Young G, what up? Yeah, it's not the best Everett. We'll see you on Monday, Juiced. I am, yeah. I am in July 6th. Yes, took London there. Am I looking for a reversal? Potentially, but I don't want to counter trend trade. How have I been? Doing great. Any discount for the TikTok bets? I've been taking care of the TikTok bets. I've been taking care of them. Dang, forgot to call mine. Yes, keep pumping, baby. We're up 6,300 on this Apple position right now. Keep pumping. Young G, we're doing well over here, man. We're doing well. Cannot complain. Michael, appreciate that. This looks like more room up to 600, but it's facing a little bit of resistance here, so. Which indicator are you talking about, Commissioner? This morning I had a downtrend bias, but now I'm not sure. It looks like it's uptrend. We'll see. I use the ray tool to do the to mark those out. So I just look where the levels are, and then I use the ray tool to mark them out. They don't extend, so this is what it looks like when I have it on. And then I use the ray tool and mark it out. I drop a vertical line where I want to end, and then I drag all of these to match on that same vertical line so that it's nice and neat. It is the ICT, kill zoning pivots indicator, but then when I turn the indicator on, I use the ray tool to mark those levels, and then I turn the indicator off. That way I don't have to keep it on the whole time. Yeah, on the horizontal, on the ray, you go to style, and where it says extend, you say don't extend. Don't extend. It's a 5 minute. Not yet, JR. Not yet. Bit whippy, but still directional. Yeah, it is whippy. I would size down. Is bookmap more clear? The bookmap, the order book is changing quickly. It looked clear to the upside up to 29,650 just now, and then immediately we started getting some down pressure here. I still think the draw is higher, but the fact that we just swept this London high on both indices here, and we're getting some strong resistance right there at the 600 level, I'm not super confident in it. Could happen. No, it's Friday. How much is the Discord going to be? $29.90 or $79.99, 7-day free trial, starting July 6th. Went outside and missed the whole move. It's all right, Ja. I mean, it's Friday, man. Don't get too stressed about it. You're gonna steal my candle colors? I'll allow it. That's the hex number for it right there, for the blue. Yeah, I see what you're looking at there, Isaiah. I'm looking at it too, but I just don't like how we're creating there's so much resistance right here at this 600 level. I think if it blasts through that level, then it could be really aggressive, at least up to 650, which would be all the move that I would really need to grab for the day. If I could get that 600 to 650 move. Just passed my second FTMO challenge. Very nice. Congratulations. Have I fixed my espresso machine yet? No, man, I had not. Very frustrating. Might have to go up to Walmart today and buy a new one. Have been eyeing that new Ninja. It's the candle color the reason you're profitable. I don't think so. I've had that candle color since I've been shitting the bed. Actually, I haven't. No, it could be the candle color. Last day of Prime. I hadn't even thought about that. I'll check that out. Wonder if there's any deals. This is what I'm talking about with the resistance here at 600. I just closed that Apple position I was holding, made 8,000 on it. Not bad. I'll take it. This looks like it wants to push down here. We're trading below the SMA. Just closed below it for the first time since 9:50. Not bad. 47 is not a bad idea. I don't know. I don't think anybody would consider that pocket change. I don't care who you are. If you start looking at $8 grand like pocket change, I don't care how much money you got. It's not going to last long. I guess if you're making millions a day, that's probably for sure pocket change. But yeah, I did. I closed it. I'm not taking that 5-minute FEG if that's what you're talking about. It hasn't even inverted yet, actually. Just tapping it. Oh, you're talking about the long to the upside, Mac? No. Oh, I'm not comparing. I'm just being realistic. Do I have any other accounts apart from this? None that I will follow you on, no. There's a ton of scamming accounts that try to pretend to be me. I would wait for confirmation if you're looking for a short here. I'd be very careful. With the way that I trade, I don't need to get in at the top, man. So for me, what I'd be looking for with something like this is I'm looking for at least that 5-minute gap below us to invert to the downside. We're still stuck in this 15-minute bullish FEG from yesterday. But I would really want, like, look at, we're already shifting the order book again back to the upside here. So yeah, I'd be careful. Yeah, it's not me, man. There's a bunch of them, and I can't. Every time I report one of those accounts, TikTok doesn't do anything to get rid of it. It's frustrating. Last time you were right, I entered too early and I got stopped. You said to wait. Yeah, I'd rather be late to the trade and right than early and wrong. Hey, 2,300 on a Friday, Red Woody, is a beautiful day. That's a beautiful way to go into the weekend, man. I'd be happy with it. I can't do anything. There's one with like 69,000 followers, man. They're paid followers. They're not actual legit followers. I literally can't do anything about it. I've messaged TikTok. I've reported the accounts. I can't get them to do anything. I don't have enough clout. Yeah, no trades. There's nothing wrong with a no trade day, man. Sometimes that is the decision to make. That is the trade. Is no trade. Seen at least 30 of the fake accounts. Yeah, they're unbelievable, man. Got a few followers from scammers as soon as I followed your real account. Believe it or not, man, they're in the Discord too, and one followed me. Like a fake account trying to be me followed me the other day. I'm like, dude, you are like unbelievable. No way this isn't news. I'm not seeing anything. I think this is just Friday, man. Should have wasted his time. Why'd you set a rule of no trades past 11? Typically for me, that's not an ideal time. Between 11 and 1:30 is not, for me personally, has not been the best time to trade. Orange folder was at 10. Already happened. What prop firms do I use? I use several different ones, man. I use My Funded Futures, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, Lucid. Those are the main ones that I'm trading right now, unless I'm forgetting one. I'm trying a new firm called Funded Seat. I got a funded account, one funded account with them. They made me an affiliate yesterday, and I'm not pushing that firm yet because I haven't taken a payout with them, and I don't know much. I don't know enough about the firm to feel comfortable pushing them yet. But so far, they seem like a comparable firm to Take Profit Trader. It's like a mix of Lucid and Take Profit Trader. Those are the ones that I'm currently using. Pen and paper is great, or Microsoft Word, or you can get one of these platforms like TradeZilla that helps you. It's a very good journaling platform. You apply, Matthew. I can't believe they're trying to scam me originally. Yeah, it's not very smart. Inside of my Discord, I have a template for what I would include. It's very intricate, in-depth trade journal, but it's basically a template of everything that I would include in your trade, in your journaling process. What was my biggest drawdown? Like, what was my biggest loss? My biggest losing day I've ever had was the day after my biggest winning day that I ever had. Actually, I take that back. That was one of them. That was the second biggest losing day I ever had. I had a day where I made a little over $20,000 on fundeds, and the next day I lost it all. But there was one day back in January, I was $900 short of a $40,000 payout with Apex, and I blew it all. I went on tilt. Nauseating. I feel like the camera looks super bright right now for some reason. Do they have requirements or something applying and getting approved? Some of them do, yeah. They want to see your social media. They want to know what your marketing, strategy is and all kinds of stuff like that. Sleepy, lock out, man. It's Friday. This price action is not ideal. At least it's not for me. I would lock out. Come back next week, man. There's no rush. There is really no rush. Don't focus on the payout. Setting yourself up for failure when you focus on the payout. I have 5 My Funded Future accounts right now that are $2,700 in profit. So of that, I'll be able to take 2,700 minus 1,100, whatever that is, times 5. And my instinct, I think human instinct is, let's run that number up. Let's run that number up. Let's take a trade on that today. and we'll run that number up. And then at the end of the day, it's Friday. I'm going to take a big ass payout. I'll take a $15,000 payout to end the week. But that's a terrible way to think, because you're setting yourself up. What's better, going into the weekend, not taking a trade on those accounts and being eligible for, basically $8,000 payout, something like that, versus going into the weekend not being eligible at all. You blew the accounts, trying to chase more. You know what I mean? You can't focus on the money. Are the prop firms you use only US based? I think Alpha Futures, I didn't name them. I use Alpha Futures as well. I think they're based in the UK. Too late, I'm already red on the day. Lock out, man. You don't have to make it worse. You don't have to make it worse. I promise you, I'm the king of spiraling when it comes to having red days. It's so much easier said than done, I know, but the lockout feature on Trade8 and a lot of these other platforms that are available now, you need to utilize those. I do still use Apex. I don't currently have any Apex accounts because I blew the last ones that I had. But I plan to buy some more soon. I have not taken any trades yet, no. He's a ginger, guys. We know his anger gets pilot. It's true. It is true. I have to know myself well enough. Like the other day, man, I shut the stream down early and got off because I could feel it coming. You got to know yourself well enough to know when it's time to just walk away. And I'll tell you what pisses me off more than anything is when somebody tells me that. Especially my girlfriend, she's like, just shut it down and walk away. I'm like, don't fucking tell me what to do. I don't say that to her. I don't cuss at her, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I hate it when somebody tries to tell me what to do because they're right. Because they're 100% right. The best thing to do is just shut it down and walk away. I mean, look at that candle that we just had there, that movement we had from 575 all the way up to 620 and then right back down. This is just dangerous, man. Yeah, it's infuriating when somebody tells you that. Just shut it down. It's okay. It's like, no, I got to get it back. I got to show the market that I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's like, that's terrible. You can't think like that. Kristen's favorite is when people teach him how to trade. Yeah, exactly. I try to stay a constant student. I do. But it is not easy. Yeah, the flips are crazy, dude. I use order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT concepts. Hello, hello. You can't go to bed on a loss. That's exactly right, Mac. I don't know how many times I've heard that when I'm playing Warzone or something with my brother. Like, come on, man, one more. You can't go out like that. Can't end it on a loss. Yeah, that's funny. I never thought about the correlation there. I love it when TikTok comments tell you missed a 10-second window opportunity for the least obvious. Yeah. Got caught in the chop. That's why I'm not in it. I don't feel like stressing. Assert dominance over the market, exactly. I heard Rips. If you guys know who Rips is, he's a trader I like a lot. He said one time, and I thought this was a good way of thinking about it. He's like, think about you're a surfer and you like start yelling at the waves because the waves aren't doing what you want them to do. You know, think about how silly that would be. It's the same as like trying to bully the market. Like, very rarely do you have enough leverage to be able to bully the market. I mean, if you're an institution, you can do it, but you know, expecting the waves to do what you want, it's kind of a silly concept. The market is very similar to that. You got to ride the wave that is meant for you, and if you don't see that wave, don't take a trade. Can I full port my live account so I can move the market? My live account isn't even big enough to move the market, man. Max I'd be able to throw on and survive, especially these movements, is maybe 10 minis, maybe. I think I'd last about 5 seconds if I did that. Don't predict, react, exactly. Did you hear what Rob Schneider did? Dude, if I Apple just hit that. Could have held it, would have made a lot more. I'll be happy with my 8,000. It's okay. Could have been 50, but we'll go with 8. I did hear what Rob Schneider, you talking about with the baseball stuff? Yeah. You know, my brother played for the Giants for a number of years. Posey was the catcher when he was playing. Yeah, Snyder's real for that. You'd rather watch grass grow. I think it is compared to like hockey, it's very boring to watch. 90% off Apex, yes. Code CWT. If you have somebody that you know playing, or it's like a World Series game or something like that, it's interesting. My mom is obsessed with baseball. She loves it. If there's a baseball game on, doesn't matter. It could be something, it could be China playing or something. If there's a baseball game on, she's watching it. But unless I'm playing or I'm watching somebody I know, or it's a big game, I can't. I haven't taken a trade, no. Hey Chris, play any ETF recently? New 2026 roadmap looks. What, Mac, what are you talking about? Exorf? Oh, yeah. Just like hooping with the can't leave the court on a miss, exactly, yeah. Heavy liquidity to the downside here. We just keep getting these strong pullbacks. We'll get another little pullback and then a dump back. Yeah, I think I'm going to try 2 micros here just to see what we can do. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Down to 500 on the book map. We're looking aggressive here. Just a light trade here. Very light. 2 micros. Break loose of this 500 level underneath us. Could be interesting. Max I'm risking on this is 100 bucks. This would be a key level for us to break through here. I want to see it break this and not come back. I'm going to trail my stops after we hit 500. Trailing stops right there. And that's why. Just too herky-jerky, man. Too herky-jerky. On a normal day, that 500 level gets popped like that. We just get a dump. If you see bookmap here, we got orders down at 550 all the way, or excuse me, 450 all the way down to 400. Normal day, this is breaking loose to that downside and running. But I don't trust these pullbacks. 8,014 on the day. Palace, where have you been, man? You eating again today? I still think this could break loose all the way down to 400 here. It's just these pullbacks. I don't trust it. Not on a Friday, man. Do I think PA will be better later? Maybe next week. $400 would be my target here if I was still in this trade, but I don't trust these pullbacks. Been a terrible week on the charts for you? Yeah, I can see that. I think it's been rough for a lot of people, man. You're not alone. I wouldn't blame you if you take the day off. $50 is the next big pocket of liquidity here. You tilted, Rome? Come on. You know better. The morale is still up. Popped in to see if I can catch a glimpse. Glad the morale's there, man. That's important. Rookie mistake. Lockout don't make it worse. I'm in shorts from 572 with a few micros. You think we can push for Asia low? It's always possible. This 400 level is a key level that I'm keeping an eye on here. It's always possible that we go that low, but look at this hourly wick in both directions here. Sorry, that's the mini chart or the micro chart. Definitely possible for going for that Asia low, but Mike sounds low. How's that? That's what happens. The rules are there to save you, man. The rules are there to save you. I know what I'm going to drink. And this is exactly why I trailed that position. Exactly why I trailed it. For those of you who don't know, this is an amazing drink. It's called Recess. I think it's a Target brand. Very choppy today. Very choppy. Ballas is keeping a low profile because ICE is snooping around. I can smuggle you to Alberta. Dallas, is this true? It's like it is a sparkling drink, but it's like it's got a bunch of magnesium, potassium, vitamin B6, calcium, only 3 grams of sugar. It's a good drink. I can't confirm it's true. That sucks. I'd be patient, Mac. Stopped in profit, yeah. It's just so herky-jerky, man. I was doing Trump's laundry. You should be good then. I've heard he's taking care of those folks. Apply for an H-1B visa and say you're from India, and you'll get a stamp quick. I don't use Trade to set the stop loss or the take profits. I open the trade on Trade and then I set them on. I set the stop loss and take profit on TradingView. I do not drink Starbucks at all. No. We are not on good terms now. Why is that? Oh, because of the shoes? I'm sorry. Coming right back down to this 450 level. Just blew my live account and an eval that was almost passed. Come on. It's Friday. We got to keep risk light on Fridays. Hate to hear that, man. Very nice. I just saw Zach's trade there. God, no. I can hear Michael Scott saying that. Why should we de-risk on Fridays? A lot of people have options that are expiring on Fridays. Fridays tend to be wiki wild price action, man. That's my experience. Have I ever tried Rakia? I don't know. I don't even think I've heard of that. Can I short for you? Not willing to risk it, man. I'm not confident enough in it. Not with these pullbacks. I mean, you see how this, let's see, this 5-minute wick right here, 61 points. Not willing to mess with it. Look at this 15-minute candle. 70 points one way, almost 70 points the other way. I mean, it's just like 140 point swing in one 15-minute candle. I'd do it on TradingView. You have your TradingView connected to Tradebait? Recently started feeling like I'm not doing enough if I don't take a trade. That's you gotta shake that, man. The exact opposite is the truth. The exact opposite is the truth. This whole session's been choppy, man. This whole session's choppy. $4.99 Canadian, so $12 for you. That's funny. How much balance should I go for before a payout? If you've never had a payout, I'd say take it when you can. But I like to keep $1,000 a buffer in my accounts, above the buffer that they require you to have. It's the key to adding into positions. I'm a believer of only adding to winners and not losers. With this PA lately, been thinking about entering with smaller size and then sizing in once the strat. I like that. If I'm trading my typical order flow momentum style of trading, I wait until it goes at least 10 points into profit on NQ, and then I'll add in. I think that's a good, what you're talking about, what you're describing is opening a starter position, and then when you confirm that you actually are correct in your analysis, then you're adding into the position. I think that's a good, solid mindset to have. Just keep in mind where your stop loss is going to be. I try to be a little more aggressive when I move my stop loss, or I guess conservative would be the correct way to say that. So if I add into the position at 10 points into profit, I typically move my stop pretty quickly to break even. Because the stop loss that I'm initially willing to set is based on the initial position size, not based on the added position size. So I'll move it into, either move my stops down some so it's a tighter stop, or I'll move it to break even. Or you could do it that way, Jimmy. So if your initial starter size would be a certain, let's say your initial starter size would be 1 mini, and you open the position with 5 micros instead, and you're willing to risk that same stop loss with 1 mini, you could leave the stop loss where it is if you add in. But if it's going to double the size of what your normal stop loss would be, you need to move that stop loss. Yeah, because typically I'm sized pretty heavy. I don't usually throw 2 or 3 micros on. I'm typically in for at least a mini. And if I add a second mini in there, I typically will move into profit, because I'm only looking for trades like that. Like I was saying earlier, that 50-point move from 600 up to 650 would have been a beautiful trade with, if I were to have thrown a mini on there. You do the math on that, man. Let's say I'm 1 mini in on the opening on the starter position, and I add a second mini into the position, and it goes 50 points. That's 50 times $40. That's a hell of a good day right there. Typically, yeah, Jimmy, I'm adding the same starter size, yeah. What time do your positions have to be closed out by on Apex since market closes at 4? 5 o'clock. 5 p.m. Eastern time. They say that just to be safe, so you don't forget. Did I try to be like you yesterday, Mexican Burger Boy? That burger was phenomenal, man. It probably wasn't as good as your mom's cooking, but it was second best. Our Mexican burgers made from donkeys and tequila. Mic volume seems low today. Interesting. I haven't changed anything. Tell me how that sounds. How do I know about his mom's cooking? Because he said it in the chat. Loud. How about now? Can you hear my heartbeat? Looking for shorts since manipulated to the upside, trying to see if it makes an IFEG and break the structure. I'd say in theory that sounds like a good plan. I would just be careful with this price action. I mean, you see how wicky it is. If you inverted this 5, I think that'd be great, but also that coincides with the sweep of this 450 level, which could be a point where you get a reversal. So it's just hard to say. Too loud? No? Got so loud. Dallas. How about now? I just did. When you come to Berta, you should take an extra week and fly to Kilowana. Order book looks good to the downside here, but it's just hard to tell, man. This 450 level looks like prime target. Kilowana has like 2 activities. Even louder. I turned it down. You have no culture. Blame Dallas for everything. It's all his fault, guys. Kelowna. I've never been to Portland. I would like to go to Washington State, man. In that area, I would say Portland's in Oregon, but in that general Pacific Northwest, I think it's beautiful. I like the emo vibe, the Twilight vibe. Low size trade, yeah. Keep the sizing low. I wouldn't even try to monkey with this, JR. I'd call it a day and come back Monday, man. Don't know how they are with Mexicans. You should do it. You're big money popping over there, Ballas. You need to hook it up, man. Teach me your ways. My man's over there at the World Cup bouncing around. Building a truck now to do some overlanding in Pacific Northwest someday. That'd be sick, dude. I think it'd be cool to like rent one of those camper vans and road trip out there. My girl and I have talked about doing that, renting one for like a year like a long-term rental and just traveling all over. Stream from the van. Saved up money for a year and a half to go to those games. Man, you really are Mexican. Saving up to go to a soccer game. I believe it, dude. I couldn't justify going to the hockey games here for the Stanley Cup, man. These sports events are getting crazy how expensive they are. And that's just to get in. You talk about going to buy a water or something, you're gonna spend another $20 on a bottle of water. I want to go to the Amalfi Coast. Yeah, beautiful. Babcock, you know the draft's today, Everett. I'm sure you know that. Waiting to see what the Canes are going to do. We need a goalie, man. I like Bussy, but we need some depth. Kochekov's good. I still think that we need some depth. He's young. We need a big name, man. We need a big name. Long 445. Who's y'all's goalie? I can't even remember who's the goalie for you guys. Stars are winning it all this year. The season just ended, Dallas. What's crazy, though, is less than 100 days until the start of the season again. I don't know how they do it. People got to just stop going, and they'll eventually be forced to cut prices due to lack of revenue. I don't think it's the if you look at the MSRP of the cost of the tickets, they're not that much. It's the secondary market, man. It's the secondary market that's doing it. It's people. It's these bots that are coming in and buying up 1,000 tickets and selling them at a ridiculous price. You're rich. You can afford the Fiji water at the arena. I do not consider myself rich, man. Not even close yet. Bad day today, lost 500. Price action, I guess, just wants to stay at this level. It's a tough day, man. I would definitely lock out if I was you. Come back next week. 500 easily recoverable, not a huge deal. I took one trade, made $14, stopped in profit. How are those SNAP benefits? You should know, man. You helped me apply. You taught me how to do it. Yeah, the market is not ideal right now. Is it hot in the U.S.? Dude, the United States is massive. I don't think most people who are not from here realize how big the United States is. Each state is like a different country. So it could be, like right now, where I am, it's currently 83 degrees. It could be in the 30s in a different state. Like, go look at the temperature in North Dakota or something right now. I would imagine it's way lower. So it just depends where you are in the United States. Like in South Florida right now, I would imagine it's probably upper 90s. Are gingers considered a visible minority? When are you switching over to Discord? July 6th will be the first day. $79.99 with a 1-week free trial. 45 degrees Celsius in France. What is that? Like close to 100 degrees Fahrenheit? $113. Holy crap. There's no way it's that hot. That is ridiculous. Everyone come to my Mexican tunnel. It's nice and cool in here. Dude, that is ridiculously hot, man. I don't care where you are in the world. That's a very hot temperature. And you guys don't have AC over there, do you? Yeah, JR, that's what I was saying, man. Just come back next week. This you trade long enough, man. I've been doing this for 5 years. I can tell you, you got to know what your style of trading is, what your strategy is, and if price just isn't conducive with that, there's no point in even trying to mess with it. It's just come back another day. You might get lucky, but more often than not, you're going to get cooked if you try to trade it. So it's just better just to say, it's not my day. I get the day off. The market said that today is a holiday for me, and I get to come back on Monday. You get an extra long weekend. There you go, Rome. I believe in you, man. It happens. That's Fridays are the worst for that, man. You work so hard all week, build up, beautiful profits, and then give it all back on Friday. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. I've hopefully learned my lesson. Today I'm applying the lesson by not getting involved in this. Milk was a bad choice. Dude, I forgot to hit you up. Chance, what the heck, man? I'm sorry. I'll hit you up. I mean it this time. David, have a good one, man. I'm right behind you. Still think there's a trade today? It depends on your style, man. For me, I'm not willing to get involved in this. The probability is not very high for me. I mean, unless something drastically changes, you could get some news or something that all of a sudden causes some major sell-off or, some major pump. But right now, for me, if it continues down this same route that it's on right now, it's not something I'm interested in. Yeah, I posted a video about it, Mac. I don't want to be crabby during my weekend. Exactly. It's terrible to go into a weekend with an L because then you're just in a bad mood all weekend. At least that's how I am. Google Mexican flautas? Flautas? Bro, that looks amazing. I dated a girl, my first girlfriend was half Mexican, half black, and her grandma was like straight out of Mexico. And she would always cook. Dude, the food was unreal that she would cook. Tamales were my favorite, but I mean, she would make stuff that was just unbelievable, man. Poppy, I'm not. We're chilling. I was dipping in it. How do you know what higher high, higher low, lower high, and lower low are? What do you mean? It's basically just identifying the trend, man. I mean, this would be a lower high right here than the previous. So we made a lower high here. This was the previous high. That's a lower high. This is a lower high from the previous lower high here. Come on. Lower high, lower high. Let's drop to the 1 minute here. I mean, it's simple to identify it like that. Is that what you're asking? Lazarus is on the mend, man. He's coming back. He's appreciating the sunshine. Big Rick, did that make sense? Yeah, it's 11. I'm not trading. I'm just chilling. No, if I was in a trade, you'd see it on the P&L right there. $240 base hit today. That'll pay for a hot dog and a beer at Yankee game on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. You too, Harmonic. Good job, man. Good discipline. What I'm about to do is I'm about to meal prep, go work out. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to hop on some video game. Don't know what I'm going to play. They're very comfortable, Everett. Baseball games are ridiculous. I paid $400 for the ticket and then $32 for beers. That's unreal. Star Citizen. You know what? I might. I've been. Last night I hopped onto No Man's Sky. It's just one of those days. Seabass. It's just one of those days, man. I'll play a little bit of Warzone, yeah. Star Citizen's fun. I don't even know where I am in that game right now. No Man's Sky is pretty fun. Dude, this is a terrible way to think when it comes to trading, but if I had held that Apple position to that swing high was where I put that alert. Would have been crushing it. It's been a reset. I still get to keep my ships though, right? I had some cool ships. Try to do the nuke on Warzone. Jide is 11-10. I'm just chilling. Not looking for a trade. You pre-ordered GTA 6? Is there a pre-order for PC? I heard that there's not. I haven't even looked. Yeah, I did pay real money for him. See, this is why the hackers and the modders and all that, they ruin it, man. That's the whole reason that they're not releasing it on PC. I'm not paying for it on, I'm not buying it on a, I got an Xbox One, but I'm not buying it on there, man. Yeah, I don't see it on there. Still sitting in the short. That 450 level is coming up. It's still lit up. There it is. You can come over to my place and play. Appreciate that, man. Get a PS5. I have no interest in consoles, man. Once you go to start playing on PC, I was a lifetime. I had a PS2 back in the day. Well, I'll date myself real quick. I had a Nintendo 64 when they came out in 1996. Got them for Christmas, and then PS2 after that, and then Xbox, and then Xbox 360, and now Xbox One. Yeah, I had the Nintendo 64, man. Yeah. You're not a real gamer if you weren't around then. Playing GoldenEye and Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart, Super Mario, Zelda, Star Fox. .360 was the first when I got Xbox Live. Yeah, that was a crazy time. NES. Started with an Atari 860. Dude, you are original commissioner. How old are you? Gotta be, I'm gonna guess you're 42. Low to mid 40s. 46, okay. Let your dogs breathe. I know you need some air. Jack and Daxter, dude. That was my game. Believe it or not, I used to play that with my mom. I'd get stuck in that game and my mom would play it for me. And she was a beast. That was a fun game. Jack and Daxter. It's a great game. TP sitting at 29, 422, 50. Okay. I'm guessing this is a standard deviation TP. You got orders all the way down to 400 here. Here comes your 22. There it is. Boom. Very nice, man. All right, guys, I'm going to call it there. 11:15, I got to go eat. Got to make some food, go work out, be productive. Jacob, this is NASDAQ Futures. I'm going to call it there. I appreciate all the follows. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Do not tilt today. This is, for the most part, been some rough PA. But we'll be back on Monday at 9 a.m. to do it all over again, 9 a.m. Eastern time. If you're new, drop a follow. We're live every day. So, love you guys. God bless you. Have a safe weekend. We'll see you on Monday.